Ryan the quote here. I'm back. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. My last match, it was a good one. Fortunately, didn't come out with a victory at that point. But it's a new year. It's 2021. Hoping to start things off on the right foot with a win. If that happens, great. If not, hey, at least I came in here and had some fun going up against the maniac, Mark Camire. Still haven't gotten my Penske file, Mark. I don't know where you've been hiding that thing. But other than that, I can see that he's all ready to go. He's got his, his $10 chalice he got from Party City. He's got his $5 sunglasses laying around somewhere. Yeah, that's a nice look. But other than that, Mark, it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be fun. Let's do this thing. Let's answer some questions, put some points on the board. It's movie trivia. This is what I'm here for. It's what I was born to be a part of and playing. Let's do it.
Mark, it's been a while, I think. I can't remember the last time I managed you in Full Metal. It's been a long time, but Ryan, I gotta say, Ryan, last time I saw him play, he did really well, but as you look at that quotes winner, against the quote, I think you're gonna take this one. I hope it's a good match. I hope Ryan, can take you far, but you're gonna pull out that win. How you feeling?
Ryan quoted a lot of things. He mentioned something about Party City and glasses, and that he was called the quote, as if he forgot that he lost that quotes match to, I don't know, some guy who was probably wearing some really sweet steampunk glasses. I don't know. I don't know what the hell the guy's talking about. But in any case, I think he's making a very big mistake coming up against me in a one-on-one capacity. It wasn't enough that the last time I met him, he faced me and another opponent in a three-way match in, what was it again? I don't remember, but it probably had something to do with, I could have been a contender. Sometimes these things just pop in my brain and it's crazy. Ryan knows all about things popping in his brain that sound crazy. Everything he just said was insane. So I'm looking at this as, okay, one-on-one, you got it. Let's hope that you put your money where your mouth is, because your mouth is saying things that I don't quite understand, just like I don't understand why we're going one-on-one here, but fair enough. Let's do this. He's the higher ranked. Let's change that. What say you, Ethan? Shall we change that today?
Let's shall.
Cool.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 3 of Full Metal Singles 2001. We are here. We have a great matchup tonight. With me, totally two-timing on opening night movie trivia, is Anthony Tisdale. Anthony, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. I always like hosting, and Full Metal's it's so much fun, and I look forward to this match. These are two great people. I really look forward to this. I don't know if two-timer I want to be a nickname that is a thing that becomes a thing, but if it happens, it happens.
And hey, great matchup today. We got two guys coming with 500 records. Let's talk. A lot of history between these guys. They had they were the Penske File team over in Multiplex. They had the quotes match. They had the side file match in Random. A lot of history. Sounds like maybe a little bad blood between these guys. I was expecting that. But it's going to be exciting. Like I said, they're both 500 players. Ryan got a lot of experience. Ryan's 4-4, 8 matches. Not a lot of people in Full Metal have had 8 matches. He's one of our most experienced players. And Mark, he's been coming up through the ranks past year or so. Like Mark said, one of these guys got over 500 today. How do you think it's going to play out?
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen either of them play in a singles match. So that should be very interesting. I remember the quote match. I remember the disappointment of Ryan losing that one to said Mark. So he might be coming in with a little bit of revenge and wanting that title back. But a little bit of bad blood from everyone other than the manager, who seemed to just be there and ready to manage. Just trying to be nice about it.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's bring in our competitors. Introducing first, with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, it is Mark the Maniac Camire. And his opponent, with a record of 4 wins and 4 losses, it is Ryan the Quote Permison. All right, gentlemen, you know how it works. We'll start out round number 1, basic whiteboard round. Anthony, you want to give them the rules for round 1?
Sure, I'll give them the rules. Rules for round number 1. Every competitor will get 8 questions from 8 different movie trivia categories. For each question, you'll have 15 seconds to write an answer down. After time is up, competitors will show and say what they wrote. Every correct answer is worth 1 point. If you answer all 8 questions correctly, you will receive a bonus question for a single extra point if you get it right.
All right. Ryan, are you ready?
Okay, let's ride.
Mark, are you ready?
And I quote, Let's get it on.
All right, gentlemen. Question number 1, round number 1, category action adventure. Who plays ship surgeon Stephen Maturin in Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World?
That was a lot of alliteration to try to get through. And
Yeah, that was. That's a wordy title.
Yeah.
That is definitely a wordy title. And what do you prefer, Anthony? The far side of the world or the close side of the world?
I mean, I would prefer to go to the far side of the world because the near side of the world I can see, like out my window. That's too close. I need to go traffic.
2, 1, pens down. We will start with Ryan.
Brendan Gleeson.
And Mark.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany is correct.
Wow. Great pool, man.
All right. Taking a 1-point lead there. We'll move on to question number 2 in the category of animated. What is the name of Hiccup's dragon in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise?
What's your favorite movie in this franchise?
I think the third. I feel like I remember watching it. I was like, man, this is a really good one. But it also could just be because it was a third and I was expecting it to not be good.
That's possible. You're not. You're the first person I think I've heard said that. Pens down, and we will go to Mark.
Me in 50 years. Toothless.
And Ryan.
I blanked. I said Bert. I blanked.
Toothless is correct.
Yeah.
Question number 3 in the category of movie release dates. What year saw the release of the Michael Douglas Demi Moore thriller Disclosure?
So
Oh my gosh.
a lot of years out there. A lot of years.
Yeah, they've got like
is-
several thousand to choose from.
Yeah. This is
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we will go to Ryan
1994.
and Mark.
Maybe 93.
1994 is correct. Ryan
Nice.
picking up a point there.
all right. No worries about the bonus question today. No perfect rounds. As we move on to question number 4 in the category of musicals. In La La Land, while working to become an actress, Mia has what profession as a day job?
Thoughts on La La Land?
I remember watching it and not hating it, but it's also one of those I saw once and I was kind of like, I'm probably good. I feel like that's enough.
That's pretty accurate. 3, 2, 1. And Mark
I refuse to watch this movie out of spite. So is she a waitress or server?
and Ryan.
I couldn't even make it through the first hour of this movie. It just didn't do it for me. Barista.
Barista is correct.
Nice.
All right. Question number 5, category of comedy. Who plays John Blutarski in Animal House?
I would ask you what you would like your nickname to be, but I can see it right here on the screen as a very good one, by the way.
I'll stick with that one. Thank you very much. Have you gotten a movie trivia category or a nickname yet?
No, and I'm not trying to stick with the one you just gave me because my wife would not be thrilled with a 2-timer.
What? Pens down, and we will go to Ryan
John Belushi.
and Mark.
Late great John Belushi.
John Belushi is correct.
Nice.
All right, both getting that one. As we move on, question number 6 in the category of coming of age/teen. In The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Sam and Patrick regularly perform in a stage version of which film?
This one's near and dear to my heart. This is one of the greatest Pittsburgh movies ever, maybe.
Okay. I forgot it was a Pittsburgh movie.
That scene through the Fort Pitt Tunnel, iconic. That's an iconic Pittsburgh view, and finally seeing the movie was awesome.
Wow, that's the Pittsburgh view. Whew.
Pens down, and we will go to Mark
I don't know. 16 Candles.
and Ryan.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show is correct.
Saw this movie once and completely forgot about it. I'm sorry, Kurt.
That's all right. Question. This is my question number 7. Category sports. Who plays caretaker in 2005's The Longest Yard?
Oh, I feel like there's so much I want to say. I just can't say it.
Yeah, it's hard. You gotta catch
Yeah,
yourself.
hard.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
you talk about Pittsburgh, and I'm just kind of like, I get caught off guard. I'm Philadelphia, so like the opposite side. It's rough.
I like you anyway. Pens down, and we will go to Ryan on this one.
Burt Reynolds?
And Mark.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is correct. Tying this game up, going to our last question.
That character, okay. Gotcha.
All right. Tied up going into the last question, question number 8 in the category of plot summary. Name the film from the plot. At the close of World War II, a young nurse tends to a badly burned plane crash victim. His past is shown in flashbacks, revealing an involvement in a fateful love affair. I feel like the flashbacks in my life would be very boring.
Yeah.
I'm not going for a good story.
Yeah, mine wouldn't make a good movie either. All of the current storyline wouldn't be that great either. 3, 2, 1, pens down, and we will go to Mark.
I don't know. The Notebook.
And Ryan.
I don't know why this movie won so many awards. It's not a very good movie, guys. Why'd you do this to me? The English Patient.
English Patient is correct. I love the fact that the two Seinfeld
I hate
fans
it!
the English Patient question.
Yeah. Dude, they made fun of it on Seinfeld.
I listened to Elaine and refused to watch it because she said it was awful.
All right, that means going into round number 2, we have Ryan with a score of 5, Mark right behind him with a score of 4 points. Is that what you have, Anthony?
That is what I have. That is accurate.
All right, that means we're going into round number 2, the wheel round. I'll read you your rules for this round. Leading competitor will decide to go first or second. Player going first will bet on either red or black. The wheel will be spun and will land on either a category or a color. If a color is spun, the competitor with the corresponding color will choose a category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, the competitor can choose to take it or respin. If they respin, they'll have to stick with whatever category the wheel lands on. From that category, the competitor will receive 4 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choices available reduces the point value to 1 point, and stealing is available in this round. Your categories of round 2 today, gentlemen, are Meryl Streep, American movies, which is movies with American in the title, horror, quotes, Stanley Kubrick, Walter Matthau, heist films, sports, directors, stoner comedies, and then we have Ryan's strength of 90s comic book movies and Mark's strength of 2000s Christian Bale. And then we have red or black. Ryan, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or second?
I'll spin first.
Okay, let's bring up the wheel. So that you're spinning first, Ryan. Would you like the color of red or black?
I'm going to go with black.
All right, let's bring up the wheel. And here's your first spin.
There it is.
Ooh, and you land on your color of black. What category would you like?
Oh, wow. This is interesting. Yeah, let's go with 90s comic book movies.
Okay, 90s comic book movies. I will read you those questions in that category as I scroll down to it. All the way down there.
Wait a minute.
There weren't many that great movies that decade, so I can understand why.
Okay. Ryan, are you ready for your 90s comic book movies questions?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, what real-life musician plays the villain's right-hand man Curve in Crow, City of Angels?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Keith Richards, B, Iggy Pop, C, Henry Rollins, or D, Anthony Kiedis?
Iggy Pop.
That is correct for 1 point. Question number 2. What is the name of the massive city that the majority of Judge Dredd takes place in?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Judgment City, B, Megapolis, C, Mega City 1, or D, Metro City?
Mega City 1.
That is correct for 1 point.
Sugar was my gut.
Question number 3. Who plays Blade's mother, Vanessa, in Blade?
Sana Lathan.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Time Cop, Max Walker works for the TEC, which stands for what?
Wow. Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Time Engagement Company, B, Time Enforcement Commission, C, Time Equality Coalition, or D, Time Evasion Collective?
Is it possible I can hear the options one more time?
Absolutely. One free repeat of the options. Is it A, Time Engagement Company, B, Time Enforcement Commission, C, Time Equality Coalition, or D, Time Evasion Collective?
D as in dog.
D is incorrect. Mark, for the 1 point steal, your options are A, Time Engagement Company, B, Time Enforcement Commission, C, Time Equality Coalition, or D, Time Evasion Collective.
Time Enforcement Commission.
That is correct for 1 point steal. So after Ryan's turnaround 2, I have a score of Ryan of 9 and Mark with 5, with Mark's spin coming up now. So let's bring in the Will and Ethan.
Only down 4, Mark. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And here's your first spin.
Should go with my gut on that Mega City 1 question. Gosh. Oh, come on. Really?
And you land on your strength of 2,000 Christian Bell. You going to keep that or spin again?
Well, I love how Ryan's upset about that, considering he spun his strength. Hey, but you know what? Just to be fair, yeah, I'll try it. Let's keep.
All right. Anthony, you want to go ahead and read Marcus' questions in 2,000 Christian Bell?
I will do so. Let's see how he does in his own strength. All right. 2000's Christian Bale. Question number 1. What is the term for a person arrested for feeling emotions in equilibrium?
Oop, that's not it. For safety, let me get multiple choice.
Not a problem. Multiple choice options are: is it A, emoter, B, sense offender, C, sense breaker, or D, thought violator?
Sense offender.
Sense offender is correct for 1 point. All right, moving on. Question number 2 in 2000 Christian Bale. Who plays Sam's fiance Alex in Laurel Canyon?
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale is correct. 2 points. All right. Question number 3. In The Machinist, Trevor is involved in a workplace accident that causes a coworker to lose which part of his body?
His arm.
Arm is correct for another 2 points. Moving into your last question in this category. Simply it's, who directed Harsh Times?
Antoine Fuqua.
That is incorrect for the 2 point steal. Ryan, your question is...
No. He doesn't get to repeat on the question.
Oh, okay, my bad. Then...
If it wasn't that person, who am I thinking of? Harsh Times. Harsh Times. John Singleton.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer we were looking for was David Ayer.
Man. Training day. All right.
So at the end of round number 2, I have Mark in the lead with 10 and Ryan right behind him with 9 points. Is that what you have, Anthony?
That is what I have.
All right, that takes us to round number 3, the deep cut round. Your rules for round number 3. They're going to be 3 questions, 1 worth 2 points and 2 worth 4 points apiece. No multiple choice, but also no stealing. We will be spun to determine the movie for each question. Players will have the option to respin only 1 time in round 3, so choose wisely. If a movie has no questions remaining for a respective point, the point value and the player lands on it, they will get a technical respin. Player behind will start answering questions first. Once that player ties or moves ahead of their opponent, the other player will get their first question. On the first 4-point spin for a player, the first 4-point question will be asked. On the second 4-point spin for a category, the second 4-point question will be asked, unless it gets spun both same time for both players. Each player will go back and forth answering their questions until a player is mathematically eliminated. And gentlemen, just a reminder of the movies that you were given earlier this week that are your round 3 movies. You have Django Unchained, Star Trek First Contact, How High, Nothing to Lose, The Last Boy Scout, The Big Lebowski, Just Go With It, and The Way Back. So, Ryan, you are behind by 1 point, so we're going to get your questions first. And since I read for Ryan in round 2, Anthony, you can read his questions here. Ryan, here is your 2-point spin. All right, it's Django Unchained. You want to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
All right, Anthony, go ahead.
All right. Your 2-point question in Django Unchained. Who plays Broomhilda?
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington is correct for 2 points.
All right, Ryan takes the lead, so we're going to go over to Mark now for his first 2-point spin. Star Trek First Contact. You want to keep that or are you going to spin again?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
All right. Your 2-point question. Who plays Lily Sloan?
Oh.
4.
Repeat the question.
Sure, your first repeat. Who plays Lily Sloan? Five, 4, 3, 2,
Nope.
1.
I blanked on her name.
All right. We're looking for Elfrey Woodard.
Oh, God.
So we're going to stay with Mark for his first 4-point question.
All good, Mark.
That first name, I was like, couldn't pull it.
Don't worry about it.
Your
Give
first
me
4-point
all-
spin is
Lebowski.
Just Go With It.
Will you just go with it, Mark?
I'll just go and punch whomever suggested this in the face, but maybe verbally. You know what? No, spin this again. Just spin it again.
And you got Django Unchained. Okay, your 4-pointer in Django Unchained. What is the full name of Django's first bounty?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh,
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Okay, your second repeat. Django Unchained. What is the full name of Django's first bounty? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Nope, don't have it.
Looking for Smitty Bacall. So we're going to go to your last 4-point question here. Going to be stuck whatever you land on here, and need to hit this one to pass it back to Ryan.
Come on, Lebowski. Give it to me. I mean, all
and
right.
it is Django Unchained.
I do love this movie. It's just been a hot second.
While Django is restrained upside down, Stephen tells him that he'll be sold to the LeQuint Dickey Mining Company, who will take his name and give him what 2 specific things? Five, 4.
Yeah, repeat that.
3. Okay. While Django is restrained upside down, Steven tells him that he'll be sold to the LeQuint Dickey Mining Company, who will take his name and give him what 2 specific things? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Beatings and lashings. I'm blanking on that. Sorry.
And your winner, Ryan the quote Permison. Correct answer was a number and a sledgehammer. So with that, Ryan is our winner for today with a final score of 11-10. Let's go and do in the post-match interviews here. We'll get Ethan and Markin. Okay, Mark, you did good. You were strong the whole way through. You're down by 1 after round 1, up by 1 after round 2, and I think you just hit some moves that weren't up your alley for the final round there. What are your thoughts going through your head right now?
All it was I knew it was Alfre Woodard. I just could not think of her first name. It was the first name that I could not pull, which is probably seems silly to most out there, because how could you forget a name like that? It's unique, but I forgot it. And you guys wouldn't have given it to me if I'd have said, it's Miss Woodard, her from Civil War and from True Blood and Scrooge. And I could have listed her filmography, but you'd be like, no, that we need her first name. I just blanked on it. It happens. As far as Django Unchained, look, if any of you have watched my matches at all, I'm a Tarantino guy, but unfortunately, Django was one I thought I had pretty locked, and turns out, it's been a hot minute since I watched it, and I got a little too overconfident, and those specific answers were ones that just slipped my mind. So it is what it is. This was I wish I could blame this on the wheel. I wish I could blame this on Ryan just being a tool, but he wasn't. He played the game. He did what he came to do. So yeah, I would love to just, trash talk him the whole time, but I can't, because that wouldn't be Pinsky material for me to do that. So congrats to Ryan for hanging in there. And I'm just I apologize to the audience that who was expecting me to just blow this out of the water with those Tarantino categories, and I just couldn't do it.
All right, Ethan. What do you think? What words you got for your guy after that match?
Yeah, I mean, Mark played a great game. It's just you got. I know that feeling of thinking a movie well enough, and then it's just the questions that you don't know. It happens. And it's unfortunate it happened with, he landed it twice, because if it just happens. But Mark played a really good game overall, and Ryan earned the win. He played really well, and he's a nice dude. So no, nothing wrong with that. Mark will be back. He'll win next time or whatever. I'm not upset with it at all. He played really well, and it just didn't go his way in the last round.
They should put me in more triple threat matches, because for some reason I seem to do okay in those.
He works better under pressure.
You're the only one who's pro triple threat matches. Trust me. So this puts you're just. You're only 1 game under 500 now. We're definitely going to see you again. Anybody you want to play moving forward? Any plans you got? Anything you got on the burner there? What do you do moving forward from here?
I mean, I play the matches as they come to me. It would be great fun, if nothing else, just to test our merit against my fellow Club Dread members, you included, Mr. Consigliere, just to see. The last time you and I met, it was I believe it was the triple threat with our other fellow member, Andrew Barr. That one I did not come on top, which I could have expected, because it's you two. But it would just, I don't know, it would be fun just to see how far along we've come as a group, as a cohesive unit, and just to, again, test our merits against one another. And I'm sure there's a few others out there who watch me play and constantly go, Mark's a pushover. I can take Mark. Mark is nothing, whatever. It's I welcome that thought process. I welcome that challenge. You know who you are out there. I just take the matches as they come to me. So bring them on.
All right. Well, we'll see you sooner rather than later. So better luck next time. And like I said, we'll see you soon. Let's bring in Ryan. Okay, Ryan, that's your 5th win. You're 5-4 now. 5 wins in Full Metal is a big deal. There's not a lot of people who have hit that milestone. So, what are your thoughts after that match?
I got to be honest. I'm in shock because I know how big a fan Mark is of someone named Quentin Tarantino, and when he spun Django, I'm like, dude, he's more than likely he's going to run away with this. There's no question. But then I got Django, and it was a cast question, which I know comes up in the 2-pointer during the course of round 3. And I figured that was going to be the question if I were to land on Django Unchained, who plays his wife, Broomhilda, and Kerry Washington comes back, and I'm like, man, Kerry, I haven't seen you in a movie since Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles. I got to be honest, which is a good film, by the way, in my opinion. But no, in all honesty, though, I'm shocked. I really am. But this is great. It's great to be back in the winner's circle after being, kind of a bit of a struggle with Full Metal Classic. I've been in the, 2nd, 3rd place, not making it to the end, and being put in the winner's circle. But this was fun. This was great. We both got our strengths in round 2, so I can't complain about any of this match, any of it. I am going to be kicking myself for a few questions during the course of rounds 1 and 2. Toothless, I knew that. I just blanked on it. And then in round 2, Mega City 1, I just wanted to be sure that Sly didn't change the name in his version of Judge Dredd. And, the time, whatever it was, Coalition from Time Cop. I haven't seen that movie in a little bit of a time. No pun intended, Jean-Claude. But this was great, and I'm happy to be in the winner's circle. And it was great to play against Mark. He's a great competitor, and he's a friend of mine too. So I can't trash talk anybody in this snenario. But this was great, guys. Good questions.
All right. So yeah, you are 5-4 now. I don't know exactly where that puts you in the standings, but you're going to be one of our higher ranked players. Where do you go from here? Is there anybody you're looking to play, or anything? Just anything you want to do moving forward?
I'm just looking forward to my next match, whether it be in Full Metal Singles, or I know at some point or another I'm going to be debuting in the new season of Full Metal Geek. That's going to be a lot of fun. And by the way, Mark, if you ever want to do a triple threat Seinfeld's quote match for Full Metal Random, Malcolm, I know you're listening. I'm down for that because that'll be fun, and maybe you can beat me in that one too. So who knows? Who knows? He has better luck there sometimes. So, but no, I'm just looking forward to my next match. Whoever it is, whenever it is, where it is, it doesn't matter. Just bring it on. I'm always up for another match because I love this league. I love this community and Full Metal. You guys know what's up. So thanks for having me.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ryan. Congratulations, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, Anthony, what do you got? Final thoughts on that match?
It was a great match. I mean, you can't go wrong with the match that in round 1, it's a 1-point lead. Round 2, it leads switches to another 1-point lead. I mean, that's the kind of matches you want to see. It's that round 3. That's always that's the bread and butter. If you might know a movie really well, those cuts are a little deeper than just general knowledge. So
yeah,
remember those.
It's tough because, like you said, sometimes it's movies you just don't know, but sometimes movies you get a little overconfident on, and you're like, oh, I'll know it when it comes up. And sometimes it's just that stuff. There's so much minutia in a lot of these movies that sometimes it just slips through the cracks. But like I said, Mark will be back. Mark's a strong competitor, but Ryan, he really showed us something today, and I'll be excited to see what he does in the future. But that's it for tonight. Look out for our next match coming up soon. But until then, for Mark, for Ryan, for Ethan, and for Anthony, I'm Kirk the Consigliere Kolakowski, and we will see you next time.